Is Justin Jefferson ready to return in week number 11? We don't really know. There's a lot of mixed signals coming out of Minnesota right now. Some beat reporters and news reports, valid, very substantial reports from multiple sides of this topic. One saying he's kind of potentially on track to play week number 11. Another report suggesting that maybe it's trending in the direction he sits out one more week. We're going to talk about what to do if you own JJ in fantasy football right now. If you don't own JJ in fantasy football, do you buy him? And we're going to draft in 9 minutes and 13 seconds here on Underdog Fantasy. Promo code Smitty. I'm going to drop that link in the live chat right now. They'll double your first deposit up to $100. So hit that link right now. Start preparing because we will be drafting JJ returning in week 11 or not returning in week 11. And if he doesn't return in week 11, what are the odds that this man sits out one more week, heads into the bye week, and then comes back and disappoints? We'll talk about it all right now. We'll take your phone calls, answer your super chats, and draft in 8 minutes and 38 seconds. The Fantasy Football Show Graveyard Edition begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
This is news because there's a bunch of it floating around, and depending on what source you read, you're going to get a different lean on this topic. Here's one from, this is retweeted by Diana Rossini. Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell said wide receiver Justin Jefferson will continue to ramp up, and we're hearing that consistently across all the reports. Complimented, let's see here, complimented the work JJ put in last week and what he handled. O'Connell said that the only person who wants JJ back as much as JJ is him. And there was other reports and tweets and such out saying that he's trending in the right direction. We'll know more. Then this NBC Sports report here, and a lot of this is opinion. Everybody's shooting opinion out in this because we only have educated guessing to do. We have very limited coach speak on it. Hey, we'll ramp him up. Hey, here's video footage. Hey, we've heard he's done sprints and he's not really all that affected running sprints in practice. Then you see footage. There's a piece of footage on Twitter. Granted, small amount of footage, but he's like gingerly running around. The ball was overthrown to him when him and a couple teammates were throwing the ball around. And he kind of reached for it, didn't get it, and gingerly walked over, then kind of jogged a little bit and walked over to the football, picked it up. He just looked like he was being very, very careful. Not saying that means he won't play week number 11, but here's the problem. And I'm not saying that people should freak out about it. Oh, let me read the NBC Sports report. So Jefferson was listed as questionable for week 10, though head coach Kevin O'Connell all but ruled him out earlier in the week. O'Connell said earlier today that Jefferson is still in the process of ramping up. Here's that verbiage we keep hearing across all the reports. It's at least consistent. And limited practice session corroborates that. It sounds like JJ could be given one more week to get back to full strength before returning. This is from NBC Sports. And then it goes on to say, with the Vikings now surging in the playoff hunt, the worst thing they could do would be to rush Jefferson back too early. While he remains out, Hawkinson will continue to be peppered with targets. Jordan Addison will function as the top wide receiver. So again, a lot of speculative reports out, and they're no different than me coming out and giving my opinion. Just to clarify on that, every single thing I read you is an opinion piece, and those hold no more water than what I'm going to say. So I just want everybody to understand, none of that is coming straight from the coach. It's all interpretation of ramping him up. The only consistently used phrase, and along with the footage of JJ playing, catching passes and gingerly running around, along with reports not really substantiated by a whole lot that he was sprinting and was said to be unaffected when he was running sprints. What does a sprint mean? I don't have the footage of that. Maybe I can find that on Twitter if I deep dive enough. But a lot of people say someone's sprinting when they're not sprinting, they're running. There's a big difference. A lot of people don't understand the difference. So I would love to see footage of him actually sprinting. And if anybody's actually seen that and they can point me to it, that would make me feel a whole lot better about predicting a week 11 return. So here's the problem, though. This is where the problem lies. Is JJ has this very, very uncomfortable. Let me see if I can post this here. I dragged a graphic on screen, but it doesn't seem to want to show up. Hold on, let me try it again. Come on. It's probably going to pop up here in a second. I dragged it twice, so it might land on screen in a second. But here's the problem with the schedule, and I can pull it up and read it off while I'm waiting for it to load. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here's the problem. JJ has this Week 11 matchup against the Denver Broncos this week, right? And then the Chicago Bear matchup in Week 12. These are both winnable games for the Vikings without JJ. So you got to think they're looking at this Las Vegas, Cincinnati, Detroit, and I'm sure they assume they could probably beat Green Bay, but that might be a real important game at that point for a playoff seed. So it doesn't matter how easy the matchup could be. They're more worried about Las Vegas, Cincinnati, Detroit, and Green Bay. I'm not saying they sit them for sure against Denver and Chicago. They could even roll them out. Like I said, week 11, we don't know. We'll find out maybe more tomorrow. This could be all about nothing, but it really could be a sign too that something disappointing might be brewing. I'm just throwing it out there. Denver, if he sits out this Denver game, why rush him back against Chicago when you have a bye week and you would give him 3 full weeks? Probably, I would say, very educated guess you're winning one of these 2 Denver-Chicago games. And the Chicago game, you're not as worried about. I mean, granted, anybody could do anything. Fields could blow up. And I think every NFL coach and team takes every game very seriously. I don't think that anything's a given in the National Football League. But I just think there's some reason to tread lightly here. And I'm very, very concerned for JJ owners, walking into tomorrow's news, walking into the next day. Now, what do? Do you sell him off of the fear that he's going to be out 2 more weeks than a bye week? I mean, it depends what you can get. Like, if you could sell him, and I'm not suggesting you go out and sell him for sure. I'm just saying if you could go out and sell him for something you wouldn't regret even if he returned, that's when you make the play of being ultra cautious. And I'm really only talking to the owner that can't afford even one more loss. If you're in the playoffs, you're the perfect candidate to own JJ, and you're probably actually rooting for him to sit out week 11 so we can make sure he doesn't have any recidivism or relapse with this hamstring injury. So be very, very, I want to be abundantly clear that it depends on your vantage point. Everything depends on your angle. Nobody should be trading him away if you're in the playoffs already. He's the perfect player for your roster. But, what if you could trade him away to a team that's already clinched a playoff spot? They're not worried, and you're needing wins, and you can't afford even a kind of mediocre game out of him in week 11. Or let's say he sits week 11, then he comes back gingerly in week number 12, then hits the bye week. You can't afford that either. And there's a real chance that he comes out and doesn't explode. He comes out, plays good, gets his feet under him. Some might say, well, hey, Cooper Kupp came back. Boom. That can happen. No one's necessarily expecting that. Let's see here. Charles, Underdog link takes me to a general page. Sam, you just need to make sure you sign up under that link. Use code Smitty. Once we're ready to go, I'll walk you through how to get into the contest. So download the app through the link. Use code Smitty, and then I will walk you through. Once you're signed up and ready and the app's downloaded, you're good to go. I'll walk you through on what you do and how you get into the draft. I'm going to take a couple phone calls before we start a draft, and we're going to discuss this situation on the phone line. So if you call in, make sure it's about JJ. If it's not, we're going to hang up on you because this is the topic at hand. Maybe I'll open the phone line up during the draft to talk about your teams. Do I drop Noah Brown for Kyler Murray? If you need an RB, Red, absolutely. Absolutely. And Nico's back at practice, so there's a real good chance that Noah Brown, I don't want to say falls to the wayside, but there's certainly a possibility he gets back to, being hit and miss or inconsistent. And first Super Chat always gets a standing O.
Let's go, mashed potatoes!
Appreciate you for dropping that wad. Let's see here. This one's from, thank you, Red. Appreciate you. Juicebox got Achane, Pacheco for Ford and Laporta.
Got him.
Jeez. Smitty, no one's trading Achane. No one's trading Achane, Smitty. I can't get him for anything. Smitty, I can't. Start 2. Tank Dell, Calvin Ridley, Achane. We're going with Achane. We're going with probably Tank Dell, but that's a tough one. Traded Lockett for Hollywood. Smitty approved. Yeah. I mean, both sides are solid. I don't think, one is crazy different than the other, but I'd probably take Hollywood, I suppose. All right, let's jump into this app here. So for anybody who wants to get into the draft, here's the draft link. I'm going to drop it again. Let me pin that link in the live chat. If anybody wants to get into a draft, click the link, sign up using the link code Smitty, do it live, and then now we're going to open up the Underdog app together for those that followed the instructions and they downloaded the app through the link. Now you're going to go on the Underdog app and you're going to look for, we're going to scroll over to the Battle Royale Week 11. So just hang tight real quickly and we'll get into that. 801 caller, who's this and where are you calling from? What's your name? Ryan from Salt Lake, Utah. Ryan, what can I do for you, pal?
JJ, person in my league has him. I want him. I'm sending over a trade for Garrett Wilson and Keaton Mitchell. Is that fair enough?
Is it fair enough? No. Do I hope you get it? Yes. Would that help you win your league? It could. And not to say I don't like either one of those guys, but that is a smash. That would be what you call if your league has vetoes, people would be crying out and saying, how did you get JJ? But in defense of the move for both you involved, like I said, there are some concerns for JJ. Maybe, like, he may or may not play this week. And if he doesn't play this week, there's certainly the possibility he doesn't play next week because of that next week bye week, the week 13 bye week. So it's like, it might be one of those things where like your league could veto it, and then later on you're like, why'd you veto that? Look how stupid that veto looks, when it could have maybe saved your season specifically, or his season, or whatever. But if he plays, anybody that has JJ is going to be ear to ear. Even if he comes out and has, like, let's say 6 catches for 95 yards, no touchdowns, it'll be a good day. That means that up against Chicago that next week. Yeah. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me get this schedule up. So yeah, let's say he comes out and I have the white box around the Denver matchup week 11. Let's say he comes out this week 11 against Denver, drops like 14 points or something. Then everybody's excited. He goes into week 12, probably has a much bigger game, goes into the bye week, comes into week 14, and you start hearing quotes from JJ and the team. Hey, I'm feeling 100% back to normal. I don't know that he can be in week 11 based on the footage I saw, but doesn't mean he won't play. I just don't know that he can be 100%. But is a 80% JJ capable of 90 yards and a touchdown, 100 yards and a touchdown? Absolutely, he's that good. But I just don't know. So my whole thing is, what is your vantage point? What angle are you coming from? Can you even afford one loss? Like, you just need to be open-minded to what might be coming in, JJ offer-wise. That's all. Nobody should be trading JJ. If you're, and everybody, nobody should be trading JJ if you're in the playoffs. And if you're in your situation where you're acquiring him for Garrett Wilson, who I like, but Garrett Wilson's in a very, very bad situation. Keaton Mitchell, who I like a lot, but he's still an enigma. We don't know what he's going to fully become. Is he really going to be the next Achane? Will he come out and flop? We have no clue. So you're getting rid of a lot of uncertainty for a player that has an uncertain potential game or two in front of them, or maybe not. So you're definitely not buying at a risky value. Everybody should be buying at the value you're trying to buy at. Do I think it gets accepted? No. I think he laughs in your face.
That's possible. The person that has him is last in the league, so I was wondering if I could just,
steal him.
take him off their hands. But
Yeah, I doubt he's even interested enough to respond to your trade offer, is my guess.
Yeah, I mean, that could very well be the case too. But yeah, that's cool. Thanks for the heads up. Love your stuff, Tim.
All right, man. Hey, what was your name again?
Ryan.
Ryan from where was it?
From Salt Lake, Utah.
Right, let me enter you in here. Ryan from Utah. Okay, got you in here. All right, later, Ryan.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
All right, so let's get into a draft. So everybody in the draft right now, Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100 by punching the link that's pinned. Actually, did I pin it yet? I don't know if I pinned it yet. Let me put it in the live chat. I'll put it in the live chat right now, and then I'll pin it. So here we go. Let me see if I can get it in there. Okay, here's the link right now. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. And here is the Underdog app. I'm going to show you how to get in. As soon as you open the app, scroll over to the third card, which is Battle Royale Week 11. That's what we're going to get into. Let me pin this live chat right now. Or pin this link in the live chat. It's not even, I can't even get it to load. Nothing's loading for me right now. Absolutely nothing. It's just one of those freaking... Hold on. One of those freaking days. One of those freaking days. My internet, I have two internets. I have one internet that powers everything, and then one internet connection that powers my live stream, because I can't have things go out. I need to have backups. And it never fails that one of the two is having problems. That's why I have two of them. And let me see if I can get this thing to freaking load. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, here we go. All right, link's been dropped. Link's been pinned right now. Okay, now we're gonna jump in right now. Hit Battle Royale Week 11. Click the green button right now, and then I'm gonna hit the green button as well as soon as I see it come up on my live stream, because there's about a 10-second YouTube delay. So I gotta do this just to time it right so we can all kind of try and get into the same draft. So I'm gonna hit the green button now. I'm jumping into the draft. We all should be in it together. Timed up just perfectly, and your boy sees 4 more spots available for all of us to join together. So jump in. Here it goes. It's loading. Draft's going to begin in 55 seconds. So it looks like we're good to go. Let me just expand this out so you can see everything real quick. Let me pull that up there. There we go. Perfect. Your boy's got the 4 spot. Who's in this draft? We've got 170 people in the room right now. 32 thumbs up. So please punch that thumb up button if you could. Let me get this live draft text off screen, and then we'll open up the phone lines here. I'd like the next call or two to be about JJ. Okay, JJ. Then we'll get into your specific team needs and all that. I've also got a couple super chats I got to get to. We got Tampa Bucks in here. We got Superfish in the draft. We got E. Ross in the building. I'm in the 4 spot. Cornflakes is in the 5. And Dog is in the 6 spot. And there's only 6 drafters in each of these drafts. And it's only 6 rounds. So 36 players get taken. It's really phenomenal. Mr. TD didn't get into our draft. I don't know if you hit it at a different time. There's 4 spots available when I jumped in. So you may have gone too early or too late. I'm not sure. All right, so McCaffrey goes number 1. We'll do another one. Don't worry. We'll do another one right after this. They go really quickly, so we usually do a handful. Super chats while we wait for a couple JJ calls. If you call about your team and not JJ, or if it's about your team but JJ, then we'll answer it. But I want a few calls about JJ. I don't need moves, but my JT Ferguson for Achane. And super chats are fine if they're not on topic. Yeah. Smash.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Smitty approved that. Achane, I give up JT and Ferguson for Achane in a heartbeat, bro. In a heartbeat. Michael, would you trade Javonte for DK or DJ Moore? Honestly, I'd rather have Javonte right now. It feels like the arrow's pointing up for him. But if I had to go get a wide receiver, I guess DK. I got offered Dobbs, Jordan Addison, and Zay Flowers for my Dak and Tank Dell. Dak and Tank Dell by quite a bit. Not even close. Dak's playing out of his mind right now. I'm not saying it continues fully, but why are you going to do that trade? Brandon, appreciate you, Smitty. Trade my Olave for Hollywood and Keaton. Probably not. I think you're buying Keaton too high. I like Keaton Mitchell a ton, but I'm not going to trade Olave. I'm thinking of either offering Allen, Kincaid, Metcalf for Chase, or Murray, Laporta, Ridley for Devontae. Or offering Allen, Kincaid, Metcalf for Chase. That's, I don't know. That's tough. I'd probably say keep Josh Allen, bro. Murray, Laporta, Ridley for Devontae sounds pretty reasonable, to be honest, bro. That sounds pretty reasonable. I'm on the clock right here. I've got Austin Eckler. Hard to pass on Gibbs here. Hard to pass on Diggs here, even going up against the Jets. I still feel like that's a tough thing to pass on. I'm probably gonna roll with. I'm gonna go with Diggs here still. I think Diggs, I get it, but I think he still does something. What's up, Chris from Vegas? What's going on, my guy?
Hey, Smitty, how are you?
I'm good, bro. Just trying to make as much sense of this JJ thing as I can responsibly. I just don't think, I think no one's talking about it from both sides, and it could come out tomorrow that JJ is playing. He's going to play. And that, I don't know that we'll get as definitive of an answer as that tomorrow, but it certainly could be that. I'm making that abundantly clear in this live stream that there are two avenues this can go. I'm not trying to make a stand here. I just think everybody's like, there's no one talking about both sides of this coin right now. So I'm just merely having the conversation with everybody, letting everybody know that like there's a chance that he sits out this week, and then you have the dilemma if they win. And they're looking at Chicago next week. What do they do? And then they got the bye week, and they're really worried about keeping him healthy for the long term, and also, for the playoffs if they end up, digging deep into the playoffs and making a nice little run. What are your thoughts on it? What do you think happens?
So I was actually going to ask you a question about the situation. Like, obviously, he comes back and he's playing with a new quarterback in Dobbs. What do you think their chemistry is going to be like between those two? Is Jefferson going to come back and say, throw me the ball? Or is he going to play like, good soldier and just fall right into the system?
I think Dobbs has proven everybody wrong at every single step. This year, I think it would be more reckless to doubt that the connection will be legit right away than to believe in it. I think there's risk on both sides. If you believe JJ will be the JJ of old, who we've only seen survive with Kirk Cousins, just like we've only seen Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, but more specifically Cooper Kupp survive with Matthew Stafford. These are two very unique quarterbacks that pepper and throw a ton in a very special and unique and a way that's not matched, So, like, the volume won't necessarily be there, but, like, could Dobbs throw 90 of his yards to JJ every single game? I don't think that's that crazy. And what if Dobbs, and I'm not saying he will, but what if Dobbs throws more touchdowns per per game that he plays than Cousins ever did. Because Cousins always struggled to get touchdowns in his direction. So is it that crazy to imagine a world where Joshua Dobbs makes up for whatever maybe yardage deficiency he brings to the table comparatively to a 300-400 consistent yard passer in Kirk Cousins by throwing touchdowns and missiles toward JJ in a crazy, unique, unbelievable fashion that we're all just like, wow, this is amazing. This is a magical little run. Do I think they go deep in the playoffs? No, but do I think they really try hard to make a playoff run and maybe clinch a wild card spot? Absolutely. I think they 100% have that, maybe more. Maybe this is a team that is fired up. They're motivated. Joshua Dobbs is a magical little story, and I don't get the sense it's going to end like and head downhill. I think it only levels or has peaks and valleys, but like really feels like a real good story all year long. I just don't know what's in store for JJ this week and next week. That's what I'm really talking about. To answer your question, I think there could be an over expectation, but there's still the chance that Dobbs delivers.
Do you think the play of Dobbs and Jefferson seeing that, do you think that motivates Jefferson to get back on the field quicker?
Yes.
Rather than later?
Yes. If let's say they were losing, I could see him thinking very, very business-like. That, hey, this is my body, this is a business. It's the way Devontae Adams and Jacobs kind of view, and rightly so. But now look at Jacobs and Adams. They want to run through a brick wall for their head coach, Pierce. You didn't hear talk like that from Adams. Adams didn't want to run through anything for anybody. He wanted to protect his body, wanted his contract. Now he's willing to it's a metaphor, but willing to sacrifice his body, going through a brick wall for his coach. That's what JJ wants to probably do for Joshua Dobbs, for this whole team right now. So he's definitely motivated. But the only thing is, like, again, if he's not ready enough to play this week and he sits, that will be the real, like, tipping point for this, because then you have 1 week in the bye week. It's such a delicate, decision. So,
and I think another thing that helps out, Jefferson owners is that, with the Vikings being competitive as far as like playoff chances, the chances of Jefferson go up along with that, as far as him coming back and getting on the field.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go with Mostert here. So my team right here is, I'm liking the team. Josh Allen, Austin Eckler, Raheem Mostert, Diggs, Puka Nacua, and Laporta. Now, it's very, very tough schedule for this team this week that I built here. Jets. That's really, really tough, but
sometimes I hate where I live because I would love to join in on that with you guys, but unfortunately, due to the state that I live in, I can't play.
Someday soon for you. Real quickly, let me hit these super chats while you're there. Hang tight. Garrett Wilson, Kelsey for Barkley, Ridley, Cup. Ferguson, Higgins. Not too worried about Ferguson, Higgins. Well, Ferguson's nice, and you might have to start him actually if you trade Kelsey. So, but I'd say Mixon, Garrett Wilson, Kelsey for Barkley, Ridley, Cup, Ferguson. That's a tough one. I'd lean toward. Kelsey, I guess Kelsey, Mixon, Garrett Wilson, but by a hair. I mean, I just don't love Barkley's offense. I don't really love or trust Barkley right now, where he's at right now in this. Ridley's obviously been inconsistent. I still like him, but I don't necessarily, I'm valuing him like I was in the past. Right now, in this moment in time, you don't need to. So it's like Cup and Barkley versus Garrett Wilson, Kelsey. That first side is just better, Zach, but it doesn't mean that it can't go the other way. Trade Mixon, Ingram for pick 1, Gibbs, JT, Bijan, Achane, Pollard. Mixon and Ingram for pick 1. Mixon or Ingram Mixon and Ingram for pick 1 of these guys. Well, I'll rank them for you. I don't really know what you're asking me there, Bandy, but I'll say Achane's my 1, Gibbs is my 2, or JT Gibbs, either one. JT Gibbs, JT, and then Bijan after that. But real excited about what Bijan could do going forward, and we'll have a little breaking news show on that. There's some information on that is kind of creeping out. And I might just do an early morning live stream on that. Hold on 1 second, bro. Let me just get this caller on here. 608 caller, who's this? Where are you calling from? .608 caller, who is this? Where are you calling from? What's up, Garrett? What can I do for you?
Yeah, so I have Jettas coming back this week. I also have Achane coming back this week, but unfortunately I'm 2-8. So I'm trying to decide whether, should I trade Jefferson or should I just keep him? But I have to win the next 4 games to make playoffs, to make that 8
Yeah,
spot.
hey, hang tight real quick.
Hang
Tight real quick, Garrett. 1 second. Guys, back up. Click the Battle Royale Week 11. Click the green button now. When I see this pop up on the live stream, and I know we're all in sync because there's about a 10-second YouTube delay, I'm going to hit the button too. We'll be hitting it at the exact same time. If you've already hit it, of course, by the time I do it. And, yeah, 1 second, bro. I'm just going to get into this draft. Okay. So, we all should be in the same draft. If you hit the button, there's one more spot to fill, which is great news because that means I got in kind of last. Okay, Garrett, hit me with your question. So you're wondering if you should trade JJ away. Give me your team briefly, not your whole team, just your starters, bro.
So it is Goff, Mixon, Achane, McLaurin, Dell, Pacheco, Olave, basically,
Right,
and then Jettas.
Goff,
obviously.
Mixon, Achane. I'm sorry, keep going. JJ.
JJ, Tank, Terry, Pacheco, Olave.
Okay, so Goff, Mixon, Achane.
And I'm 2-8.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of tell. No offense, I feel like that team definitely has.
It's underperformed a little bit.
Yeah, it needs something for sure.
Which is why I'm like, maybe I should just keep Jefferson. I just expect not to make playoffs, and then hopefully just not get the punishment of my league.
Oh yeah, you got a big. What's your
Of
punishment?
being in last place.
What's your punishment?
I think we got to do like a 3-mile beer run. Do a beer for every half mile. So might just have to tough that out.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That's tough. I mean, I still try. I mean, what's the odds of you making the playoffs? Slim to none.
Right now, it's less than 10%.
Yeah, maybe you do just. But the other thing too is you could get a team that. It depends on what you could get. I like your team enough. I think you won't be last place. I'm sure you have what do you have a tournament?
It sucks. Yeah, I lost Richardson. I lost Mike Williams. It's just one of those seasons. So.
Jeez, man, that sucks. I mean, Achane, JJ, Olave, Pacheco. That's pretty. It's good enough. I don't think you'll be last, but I would still explore offers that help you try and win, and also maybe help you have a better team. Example, you trade
definitely.
JJ for, I don't know. You upgrade Mixon slightly, you trade JJ, and let's say you get ETN and Diggs back or something like that,
Yep.
So go to the Diggs owner, go to the Jamar Chase owner, go to the St. Brown owner, go to the Devontae Adams owner, see what RB they have, and see if that RB would be, or quarterback, will be a significant upgrade for Goff or for Mixon. And then if it is, do a 2 for 2. But
gotcha.
It'd have to be something.
Thank you so much,
massive.
Andy. Appreciate you.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, Garrett. Call back if you got a trade, and then we'll go over it.
I'll do.
Yeah, that's tough when he's got that type of situation. Chris, what else you got?
So I don't really have anything as far as fantasy football questions, but I do want to give you one last thought before I go to bed.
All right.
The day that you go live and you come on with breaking news, I can't wait. And I'm not advocating, I'm not celebrating anyone losing their job or nothing like that. But when you say Arthur Smith has been relieved of his duties with breaking news, I'm ready to celebrate that day.
Yeah. I also too want to preface that I don't ever want anybody to be put in anybody. I don't have hate for anybody, and I don't want anybody to be put in a position where they can't feed their family. They can't. So I too want to very much emphasize that. I hope if he gets fired, he finds something else immediately, in life. At FedEx, Oh wait, no, he's made of money. He's made of money though. Yeah, no, he's got the FedEx. Never mind. He's not. He's fine. Yeah, isn't his dad owner of FedEx?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's fine. But anybody else, let me put it that way. Like if Nathaniel Hackett got fired, I want to make sure he's okay. But Arthur Smith comes from boatloads of money, so we're not worried about that at all. Real quickly, let me just make this draft selection. Hold on, I'm on the clock. Good Devontae Adams here. So, but in general, yeah, he's got the Arthur Smith Trust Fund. But yeah, the day that he's fired, given we know he's fully taken care of for life, we're gonna celebrate. We'll have a celebrate. Maybe we do like a 5-hour Arthur Smith has been fired live stream.
I can't wait to see the opening comments from you that day when it happens, because it'll happen sooner than later. But I can't wait to see like your opening monologue on that.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
It'll be we'll have a celebrate. Now that I refreshed my own memory that he's completely wealthy, we're not worried about it at all. He can go bye. He can retire and work on growing a better mustache or something. But that guy,
if we get an Arthur Smith animation with a FedEx truck, that would be.
I'll work on it. I'll work on it. We'll deploy Bijan out the back of the FedEx truck, and when Bijan's finally on his horse, we'll just have Bijan come out on a horse, maybe on the back of the FedEx truck, and just start galloping, and then we'll just go.
Absolutely.
All right, hey Chris, appreciate you, man. Later.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, Arthur Smith's loaded. He'll be fine. His papa is Mr. FedEx. Jason from Cali, you are live on the Fantasy Football Show, pal.
Hey, man. This is the guy who called in earlier. Unfortunately, used Semper Fandy. Just wanted to call and apologize. Sincerely appreciate you.
Yeah, it's just there's some monetization, things. I can't have tons of it, especially in a row. And you're like blah 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 blah, like 8, 7, 9 of them in a row. So I just had to boot you, bro.
No, and I totally understand. I felt like taking a lap. Felt like a dummy. Sent a small super chat. I'm not rolling in dough, but I just wanted you to know.
Hey, I appreciate.
Sincerely,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No problem, bro.
Didn't mean any disrespect. That was the main
It's fine.
point.
I just boot people in there. I wouldn't even remember, bro. I didn't remember as you.
Know. well, I know that you help so many of us out, but I just wanted to let you know, and I'm super stoked about being all in on Achane. As a Dolphins fan, I've been so skeptical of having any Miami fans since it's only my second year in fantasy, and like having my own players screwed me last year.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. What do you think about JJ?
So,
you got a JJ take? Do you think JJ plays this week? And don't just think from your heart. And I'm not saying to you have to agree with anything I'm saying. And I'm not even really taking a full stance or predicting exactly what happens. I just feel like nobody today is having the honest conversation that this could go two ways. Like that's the only thing I'm trying to do is an open dialogue to say, hey, there's an avenue to trade him. If you're a little bit worried and you cannot lose one game, then you need to explore it. You don't need to trade them. And somebody go, all right, Smitty, do you hear this? Smitty's telling people to trade. I'm not telling anybody to trade them. It's a case by case situation. But if you can't afford an L at all, then you need to at least listen to, Devontae Adams goes to you. You send JJ to the other owner, and they upgrade your Mixon into Devon Achane. Like that kind of stuff. You got to entertain it to see what's what. Or you get Tyreek Hill, who's, very much like been disappointing to a degree. So of the Dolphins, and I think that fully changes with Achane back. Then you get Tyreek Hill for JJ and do it straight up. Like those kind of things I think are really smart. And they don't have to be, it doesn't have to be a negative.
Yeah. I mean, you saw me do the full team swap. So that was my call. And I sent JJ away after holding all 5 weeks going 1-4. And my honest take is I just sent that dude away he's probably going to start this week because I just did that.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Take it for
I did that one for you guys.
Take it for the team. All right, bro. Appreciate you later.
Night.
Yeah. So this team right here, I don't mind it. Tua, Monty, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Dalton Schultz. I for those that don't know, I had a team that was inside. What did I end up getting to? I climbed into like. I think I got into like 30th place overall in last week's. I had a 30th place team and a 60th overall out of, 55,000 entrants. Right here, I got an 81 score. Looks like Big Mac got an 83. He's got a solid team. This is my squad. But I was out of 55,000 entrants. I had a 30 and a 60 walking into the third and fourth quarter of the afternoon slate games. And I was just like, man, we're getting close. And 25K to first place. So I was sweating on that a little bit. A lot of time left in the game and everything. And then it's, it was Monty and Gibbs. One of the teams had Gibbs. One of the teams had Monty. So it was like when they were breaking off these touchdowns and having good first halves, I was like, oh my God, if they continue to feed Monty and Gibbs, both these teams could potentially be in the top 10. And then they stopped kind of using them and they dialed them back a little bit. And I was like, ah. So I think I fell, well outside of the well outside of the top 100. And that's how quickly it happens. You'll be 30th, you'll be 60th, then you could be 2,000, 5,000th place. Okay, so we're going to get into one more. So click Battle Royale Week 11. It's the third card on Underdog. The link is pinned in the live chat. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. So please click the link pinned in the live chat. If you're watching a replay of this video, click the description link that says Underdog Fantasy, or you just use code Smitty. Code Smitty will take care of you the same way. Click that green button right now. Week 11 Battle Royale. And we'll jump into this together. Bandy, appreciate you. Pick one. I already did that one. Thank you for your super chat. We got 4 new super chats right here. Jason, appreciate you. Apologize for the profanity. Oh, there you go. Jason, appreciate you. Don't worry about it, Jason. It's not a big deal. Just so you know, I don't care about profanity. I curse like a sailor. It's more about like, I don't know. There's something to the feel of the show when people come in on the phone line and just start dropping F-bomb after F-bomb. It starts becoming a classless show. Aggressive takes, whatever, screaming and yelling, it happens. And swear words here and there are fine. Like I curse every once in a while on here. And it's not that I don't curse. I just don't want that to become the chat where everyone's cursing at each other. Not to mention YouTube will lock up any curse word and your chat message won't even be shown. It does that automatically. So like if you're cursing like a sailor in the chat, no one's gonna read it because it'll be quarantined by YouTube. But I just like to keep it a little bit more like, not to mention there's monetization restrictions there. If you're gonna come in and start cursing over and over and over, they'll lock you down real quick. Let's go with go Austin Eckler here. This one's from Fred. Just saw you were streaming. You go harder than my papa on Cialis. Keep killing it. Smitty to the moon. Appreciate you, Fred. Tell your dad to keep on trucking. Zach Higgins is in my last message, by the way. HN takeover running back 1. Yeah, I mean, HN is a top 5 running back overall. It's not about him being number 1 on his team. Takeover running back 1 overall. I mean, that's optimistic. Is it possible? Sure. I mean, he's a monster, but we'll put him in the top 5 running backs. I think that's respectable enough. Would trade JT for a 1 DK or DJ Moore or Puka. No, I mean, maybe Puka, but Puka's the only one that has the ability to maybe replace JT, but I'd rather have JT. honestly. Let's go with the little Cooper Cup action there. So we'll go Eckler, Cooper. Dial into the phone line if anybody would like to call into the Christopher Smith phone line. Your boy will answer your phone call. And appreciate everybody being here. Doing it live here on a graveyard shift. How many people we got in the building? We got 186. It's a late night, so a lot of people are asleep. Sorry to go so late, but graveyard crews are a little lighter sometimes. Sometimes they aren't. Sometimes we got 500, 600, 800 people in here. But we're going a little light because I went a little late today. Tua Tagovailoa. Oops. Devontae Adams, I like it, doing it live. So, my team so far, I'm liking this team. I think this team is nice. This team's looking solid. I've got Devontae Adams. I've got Austin Eckler. I've got Cooper Kupp. Feels pretty darn good. What's up, Daniel? You're live.
Hey, how's it going, Smitty?
I'm good, bro.
So, I think we're off JJ chat, right?
I mean, you could do whatever you want at this point. I mean, I don't know about a full team evaluation and a family tree breakdown, but hit me with something.
Actually, that's funny. That's what I wanted to call you because I haven't given you kind of the lineup, and I wanted to see what do I need to try to make a play.
Give me your lineup, not your whole team. Don't give me the backstory.
Right.
Just give me the lineup real quick.
My lineup: Hurts, Dell, Chase, Brees, Kenneth Walker, McBride, Javonte. That's my starting lineup this week.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm on the clock here.
And this team is...
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Puka Nacua. Let's go with little Puka. So my team so far: Austin Eckler, Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. That's what I'm talking about. All right, hit me with your question, bro. Continue if you would there, Daniel.
Yeah. So this team is 5-5. You know, obviously it's not the team I drafted, but it's what I got right now, and I'm in seventh position, looking to try to make the playoffs. So I'm trying to do a couple trades right now. I'm trying to get Devonta Smith. I'm also trying to get Swift, and it's a combination of guys I got on the bench trying to make a trade. But anyway, I don't know. This is my starting lineup. I'm trying to figure out what do I need to make a push. This team's got me 3 wins in a row so far.
What do you have on the bench?
But
what do you have on the bench?
Bench, I got Rashee Rice, Kyler, Olave because he's on a bye, Algier, and Shards.
All right. You can't sell Walker low. You can't sell Hall low. I don't really want you. I mean, you could sell Hurts and roll with Kyler, but I'm almost rather you just trade Kyler. But are there any QB needy teams?
You know what? Everybody I've tried to sell Hurts to before Kyler obviously came up, nobody wanted him, man. This league is so hard to trade. It's so hard. Nobody wants. Even when somebody needs something, they won't do it. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those, you're kind of stuck with who you got. Trade deadline in my leagues this Saturday.
Okay, so what's the question then if you're stuck with who you got?
Well, actually, I guess, so here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do Kenneth Walker for Swift, and I've also got an offer out for Rice and Algier. I'm selling low, or I'm trying to snake him, but I'm trying to get Devonta Smith for Rice and Algier. I know no one in their right mind would probably do that, but he's like the last place guy, and it's pretty much over for him. So I'm thinking if I could get those two, that might help me do it, but kind of stuck with who I got. So
yeah, I mean, I would rather have Walker than Swift, but that's me.
Okay.
Would I rather have JT, ETN, an HN, or in the case of you going with Javonte and Hall balls to the wall and just swapping out of flex, maybe Walker for a wide receiver. You know, you go get an Adams or a Cooper Kupp using Walker. Now we're talking. And honestly, you're telling me nobody's trading your league. You know what? If anybody's going to trade, it's going to be for an RB, because and without giving up an RB, because running backs are scarce. So if I were you, this team's filthy.
Yeah.
This team I just drafted is
No.
not yours, bro. So, I mean, yours is good too. But
I was so hoping. I'm looking at this team like this is a great team. But believe it or not, it's 5-5, and at one point it was 2-5.
Oh, poor bro. Poor bro thought I was talking about his team. Your team's nice, but this team I just drafted is Phil.
Yeah.
Herbert, Eckler.
I can't see the screen.
Yeah, I'll read it to you so you could drool over it. Hold on.
I hear it.
Herbert, Eckler, Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, George Kittle. That's filth. That's
a 2-man league.
6 on Underdog.
Yeah. That's not a bad draw.
Dude, that happens to everybody in life. Someone says something like, "Man, that's so funny," when you're telling a joke, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you like it?" And they're like, "No, what I'm reading on my phone." And you're like, "Son of a..."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is one of those seasons. I made it to the championship 2 years in a row, and it just looks like I'm not going to do it this year. I'm trying so hard, but I mean, I got lucky 2 years in a row. Maybe this year just isn't it. But
look at this score. Look at the score.
I'm rolling with my guys.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Enough about your team, bro. Hold on a second, okay? 86 points. That's the highest score I've gotten too, projection wise. 86 points right here for this team. So I think the next highest was good. 80. Dave had 85.4. Fields, McCaffrey, ETN, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Sam Laporta. Sorry, Dave, but that team doesn't hold a candle to this squad right here. Team filthy. Herbert, Eckler, Kupp, Adams, Nacua, Kittle. All right, hey, Daniel, appreciate you. And like I said, you might be. If this was my team, let me tell you what I'd do to make it filthy, and you definitely could.
Okay.
Hurts and Chase and Hurts and Chase is filthy. That's awesome. Who's your tight end?
Yeah. McBride.
Okay. So McBride, that's not bad. I kind of like that. But I would say,
yeah,
if this is my team, I wonder if you could trade Dell and Javonte for a player, Walker for a while. So I don't know if Dell and Javonte for one slightly better running back, or maybe you're trading Olave and Javonte for one slightly better RB. I'm thinking ETN. I'm thinking JT. I'm thinking obviously Eckler. There's a handful of players that I think kind of fit that bill that you could go after. And then I'm probably trading Walker straight across for Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp specifically. And Kupp has had multiple bad games in a row, and there's this Stafford concern, which I believe if we get more positive news tomorrow, we got pretty positive news today, but it wasn't concrete. Yeah. I think Chase's value goes up. So if you were to turn, so look, I don't know if you can see this, the screen here, or you can reflect back. I'll tell you the exact time. So it's not going to show it until the stream ends, but at 53 minutes 53 minutes into the stream. Okay. I'm going to take Walker out, and I'm going to put Cooper Kupp in, and I'm going to take out, let's take out Javonte, and we'll remove Olave. And bro, I mean, do you think you could get Achane for that? Olave and Javonte, or no?
The thing that sucks is the Achane owner is the guy I'm playing this week, and I just don't think he'll do a trade this week. And it's our deadline.
I hate when people won't trade with their opponent. Like, no matter what the trade is, they're like, I'm not going to trade with you. I'm playing you. Like, if it's a better trade, you do it. What the hell's wrong with you? So let's say you get Olave, Javonte for, I don't know. I mean, JT would be. I like Javonte in a way that I almost want to keep him. But like, if you did this team, Dell, Hurts, Chase, Hall, Kupp, Jonathan Taylor, or if it's not Jonathan Taylor, it's ETN using Javonte and Olave. If it's not ETN, I don't know.
I might be able to get JT, and I might be able to get Kupp, because those two owners have traded before, and if it's good, they'll do it.
This could be filthy. Then you call in and I go, filthy team, bro, and then you're happy again.
Gotcha. And then I'm happy again.
Another player to maybe go get from the Olave bench territory, like you were saying, you're trying to steal somebody away. Go steal Bijan away.
Yeah.
All right, gotta go, Daniel. Appreciate you later.
Okay. Gotcha. Hey, thanks a lot.
Yeah, Travis Rowe. Real quick, Travis, hold on 1 second. Let me just so this team right here. Let me screenshot this bad boy. I'm so proud of this team. I'm gonna stare at it later. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of this Battle Royale Week 11. Click it. Click the green button. We're doing one more draft. The link is pinned in the live chat. Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. So smash the button. Do it live. And we should all be in the same draft because I hit that green button right now where I'm seeing the live stream syncing up, and there is about a 10 or so second delay. If anybody's watching in the replay of this video, click the link in the description of the video or use code Smitty. This draft is now full. Starts in 56 seconds. I'm in the 5 spot. I'll put it on board view, and then Travis, real quickly, let me get this caller in. 6630 caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Abe.
Abe? Honest Abe?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Yes, sir.
All right, hold on, Honest Abe. Let me put you in here. You mind if we call you Honest Abe?
Yeah, I don't care, man.
Okay, from where? Illinois?
Yeah.
From Illinois.
Yeah, I called last year and I won my league.
You called last year and won your league because you called my phone line? That's some good.
Sir.
That's some good luck, bro.
Those, but I just haven't called since.
Are you like Patrick Mahomes? You don't change your underwear when you're winning. He wears the same. He wears the same underwear every single day.
Yeah. Nah, but
I don't
need some trade advice.
Yeah. Heck, actually, let me go to Travis real quick. Just Travis, do you mind if I help him real quick?
No.
Okay.
You're good.
Honest Abe, go ahead.
So, 10-team, full PPR. My QB's Lamar. My running backs are Jacob, Monty, Kenneth Walker, Pacheco, Stevenson.
Hold on. Jacobs. Let me write this down. Jacobs, Monty, Lamar's your quarterback. Kenneth Walker. Lamar's your quarterback. K. Walker. Okay.
Yes. Pacheco, Stevenson, Sharps, and Kyron.
Stevenson, Sharps.
I know I'm stacked, bro, but I need to fucking get rid of this bet.
Kyron. Okay.
Who championship team.
Who your
and then my wide receivers are Chase, Cup, Puka, Ayuk, Amari Cooper.
Puka, Ayuk, Amari. Is this like a
and then
4.5 man league, or what is it?
No, bro, but I've literally just fucking my bad for the cursing. I've sold high and bought low the whole season on everybody. And my tight ends are Kittle and McBride.
Kittle, and who's after Ayuk?
Amari Cooper. I've been trying to sell him the whole season. Nobody wants him.
All right. So if I'm you, you're just looking for a trade, like the best trade you can make?
But I just need to get rid of that and just go for upside for a championship.
Okay, so Chase, Puka, and Cup, I just don't touch. Why?
Okay.
You know, what are you gonna do?
I've been thinking about selling Kittle, Ayuk, Stevenson, and like I think Amari Cooper, like a mix of those players. Oh man, no one's trying to trade. It's hard.
Yeah, I'd probably say if I'm you, bro, I'd probably say you could do a couple things. I keep Kyron. I think Kyron's got that top 5 to 10 running back value. I think Jacobs has good trade value right now. Not saying don't keep him, but part of me wonders if you could go get an Eckler using Jacobs, Ayuk, and like Amari. You know, I would just start overpaying. I would overpay to the point where I've got almost no bench left. And you make offers that people can't refuse. And you just say, I'll give you Jacobs, I'll give you Pacheco, and I'll give you Ayuk for Eckler. And they're like, jeez. You know, and they ask anybody's advice, and the advice will be sound. Like, hey, you know, you're struggling there, Bill. That's a lot of talent. And you're sitting here going, I got so much of you're like overstock.com over here. You know, just get rid of it. Yeah. And then you could flip Monty and Ayuk and even throw in Stevenson and go get a freaking Achan. Or I would just stop doing these, like, stop thinking in terms of fairness. Overpay. You know, start tipping people to Stevenson. You know, if you're not generous and overdoing it, you're not going to get a deal done, because it sounds like everyone's probably got good players in this league. How many owners are in this again?
10.
Yeah, everyone's probably got a good team, because 10 is definitely, you know, a little bit easier to have everybody have loaded teams. But the only way you can trade well in a 10-team league is to overpay like a madman.
Yeah.
And you gotta do a little research. Go find the weak teams that have a shot still. They're not out of it, and just overpay. Just overpay. They've got Achan, but he hasn't done anything for him yet, you know, for a while, and they're losing, and they got to do something. You just smash, bro.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
I was thinking of calling Kenneth Walker, but I mean, if I have him both in shards, one of them got to do good. You know,
I mean, look, Kenneth Walker and Lamar for, like, who's the Keith Mitchell owner? Who's the Keith Mitchell owner have at quarterback? Mahomes.
I offered Lamar and Stevenson for Hurts and Keaton Mitchell. I was lowballing, but I just wanted to see what you.
Yeah, but you can't lowball. You can't lowball, bro. You got again. Who's the Keith Mitchell owner have it? Who's the Keith Mitchell owner have at quarterback?
Yes, Hurts.
Okay, so
Yes, Hurts.
get Keith Mitchell. Keith Mitchell and Lamar for Walker. Or, sorry, Keith Mitchell and Hurts for Lamar and Walker. Like, overpay.
All right.
You know, like I'm gonna do the same exercise that I did with the other caller. I'll take Walker out. Okay, I'll put Hurts in here. So now you got Hurts in here. Now you take Jacobs and Ayuk and Amari, overpay. You go get Austin Eckler or someone like that, HN, whatever. Then now you've got Hurts, you've got Eckler, you've got Kyron. Now your wide receivers are locked. Chase, Kapuka, you don't touch it. Now you maybe you ride McBride and you trade Kittle and potentially Monty and Stevenson, and you come in swinging for a freaking, let's just call it Achan. Okay, now you still have Pacheco, you still have McBride at tight end, you got the three best receivers you probably could have, and you got Eckler, Kyron, Achan, Hurts. Like, just gotta overpay, bro. Stop this whole you're lowballing people in a 10-man league when you've got surplus. You know,
I mean, it's worked so far, but I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, now it's go time.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate you, bro. Later, Honest Abe. All right, Travis Rowe, what can I do for you, pal?
Hey, I just had a couple of quick questions. With Jefferson, I kind of feel like what you were saying earlier. If they hold him out this week and they win, there's no reason not to bring him, like not to hold him out through the bye. I mean, unless he's 100%, I guess. But I know people don't want to hear that for fantasy, but I really feel like that could happen.
Yeah, and it could happen. No one, including me, is saying it will. Like, I'm not stupid to make just try and make a crazy guess to be first on it or something. That's not my intention, and I think everybody knows that that's not what I mean, because I've explained it in abundance just to make sure everybody understands where I'm coming from. But I do think everybody needs to just prepare for, you know, the two scenarios, and prepare in terms of, like, if it goes the wrong way tomorrow, you don't have a chance to get rid of JJ anymore. And if you can't take one L, you're done. So, like, you could preemptively, maybe you overreact and you get rid of him. But like I said, nobody should be getting rid of him for anything that, like, is going to crush you. You know, it's got to be something to where you're getting something that you're both going to win. Like, if let's say JJ does come back and is respectable in week 11 and balls out in week 12, then goes in the bye week, and that's your worst case scenario. If you trade him away because you were anticipating that might not happen, you still break even and you're happy for the other guy. Not really, but you're like, all right, good. You know, you did good. I did good. It's even Steven. But if you preemptively get rid of him when you are in a position where you can't take another L, and tomorrow morning they say he's probably not playing and he may not play, they may hold him out to the bye week, you're done. You're done. You couldn't take an L, and now JJ's not playing for 3 weeks because of the bye week. So, like, you just have to be prepared, and it's not like I want anybody to be an overreacting Oscar, but you just got to make sure that if there's a legitimate offer on the table right now. Example again, you don't have to go like crazy to get 2 players for 1. Go after Tyreek Hill. And if you can't get Tyreek Hill for JJ straight up, let's say, and maybe you should kind of be able to in some cases, but if you can't get Tyreek Hill for JJ, then you add something that you don't necessarily need. And you evaluate this owner. Does he need something that you can provide? Do you have McBride, or some people call him McBridge, and you can bridge this gap with McBridge? You throw McBride in here, and he's got no tight end, and you've got Andrews or Kincaid, then all of a sudden you get to make this safe swap. And then tomorrow news comes that JJ plays, fine. You're perfectly happy with your side of the trade. But let's say tomorrow comes and crap hits the fan. You're in some trouble. Man, they really gave me a low score on this one. Tua, Devon Achane, probably because they aren't predicting a lot for Achane, I bet. He's probably he got 0 projection. Projection for 0. That's why. I like this team, though. I'm on Raw, Puka, Ingram, Tua. All right, hang tight, Travis, real quickly. Let me go over to the Redwood and then D-Money and then back to Travis. The Redwood, what can I do for you? We'll go one more, guys. Click the green button now.
Hey, do you give relationship advice too? Or
Yeah, bro. I mean, I got a psych degree. I mean, I didn't get it for nothing, so hit me with it.
Really? No, I'm just messing with you, man. I wanted to get the whiteboard treatment. I don't know if you got time today, but I was your first super chat today too. So
okay, you talked me into it. You talked me into it, Redwood. But you do sound like you're calling from like a water cooler or something inside, or a spaceship. Or
I got my Bluetooth on because I'm driving.
Yeah, your Bluetooth isn't doing a good job. Your Bluetooth is
let me
a poo tooth.
All right, I'll just go through the list on here, and then I'll put the handsets in my ear.
Okay.
So, all right, from my QB,
don't crash.
I only got 2 QB right now. I've got CJ Stroud for QB. My wide receivers are Keenan Allen, JJ, Barry McLaurin, Devontae Smith, Garrett Wilson. Did I say Noah Brown?
Nope.
Noah Brown too. And then for my running backs, I have ETN, Gibbs, Swift, Achane. That's it for my RBs. And then tight end, I have Kincaid and Ingram. And yeah, so that's all the main players I got. So pretty much like right now, so somebody dropped. Here, let me take you off of the Bluetooth now.
We can't hear.
Were you able to get the players down? Or?
Yeah. You're a little bit clearer now.
Okay, cool. So I was thinking about dropping Noah Brown because somebody dropped Kyler Murray, and I have a pretty high. I have like the waiver number 3, and I think I'll be able to get him. You already answered that I should do that, but what's it called? Should I instead of doing that though? Should I just like try to go all out and like consolidate some of these players and try to get a better quarterback?
I mean, you always try and do better, but is Keaton Mitchell available?
Keaton Mitchell, no. Somebody picked him up.
All right. Just making sure I wasn't going to send you on a lap.
Oh, yeah. No, it's funny. I had him on my IR when he was on IR, and I dropped him for someone else.
Well, we just send you on a lap then. Okay. So, man, do I go CD Lamb? I'm going to go Lamb Chops here. Lamb Chops is on a fire. Okay, so this team right here, I love Gibbs, ETN, and Achane. So Swift is expendable.
So the only thing about Swift is I was looking because I'm 7-3 right now. Like I'm pretty sure I probably won't make the playoffs, but it's like I was looking at Swift's playoff schedule and he has like a super cake schedule for both of those games.
Yeah, I mean you could trade ETN if you wanted. Maybe it just depends on what someone's going to pay. But these are the 3 backs that I want in my lineup: Achane, Gibbs and ETN. Can you only start 3?
I can only start. Yeah, because I got two RBs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex.
So maybe if one of them was injured or struggling, you'd have a dilemma. But are you really gonna right now in this moment in time sit ETN, Gibbs, or HN for Swift? Just because of schedule? Okay, so I would look to explore trading Swift away. Swift and Stroud for a QB upgrade. Not that you need to go there. I'm just, there's a potential three quarterbacks that would be a significant upgrade in my mind. It doesn't mean Stroud can't ball with them. Doesn't mean I doubt him to any sort of degree. But I look to it. Scary Terry and Stroud, Swift and Stroud.
I've been high on Stroud all
Ingram
year,
and Stroud.
He's been proving me right all year.
Any of those combinations, I'm looking at potentially just seeing if kicking the tires with Josh Allen, kicking the tires with Mahomes, kicking the tires with Jalen Hurts. Really, those 3 guys. Past that, I'm not all that into the idea of sending him packing. I'm gonna go. I know they're gonna give me no projections for this one, but I'm gonna go HN here. So that's one maneuver you could do. JJ, like I said earlier, for a Tyreek Hill. JJ for an Adams, and then you upgrade, something significant, like whether it be your one of your wide receivers. So, like, let's say you upgrade Scary. So you trade JJ into Adams, and well, you can't upgrade your running backs.
No, I mean my running back.
I would try.
The only running back out there that I kind of would like more than mine would be probably like Eckler or CMC. Right. But
yeah, so you could look at that. But I think I'll probably trade JJ. Try and get Tyreek Hill somehow. If you can get Tyreek Hill, you can get him. If you can't, you can't. Diggs would be interesting. Jamar Chase would be interesting. Or you just hang on to JJ if you really believe he's going to play, and you just take this team in. Whether it's Swift and Scary Terry for one slightly better receiver. If you just want to go small, it sounds like you're hesitant to move anybody, but Swift and Terry for Adams, Swift and Terry for Kupp, Swift and Garrett Wilson for Adams, Swift and maybe that's not even enough, Swift and Garrett Wilson for Diggs, Swift and Garrett Wilson for Cooper Kupp. That's probably the move to make. And then if anybody needs a tight end, shove him Ingram.
If you're looking at my team though, like, if you had to improve just on one area, like which one stands out?
Swift and Terry, Swift and Garrett Wilson. Maybe Ingram's involved in that too if they need a tight end for a top 5 wide receiver. And that way you have JJ, the top 5 wide receiver. Keep Devontae Smith. I think Devontae Smith's going to be a monster. That's it.
So try to go for receiver. Okay.
All right, Red. Well, cool. Gotta go. Appreciate you, man. Later. Let's go over to D Money. D Money, you're live.
Hey, what's up, Smitty?
Yo, no full team eval. In the middle of a draft, I can't do the full team eval. Go ahead.
Okay. I just had a question on the trade. I got Kenneth Walker, Mike Evans, and Logan Thomas, and I was wanting to know if I should trade them for ETN, Laporta, and Michael Cooper. Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper?
Yes.
Amari, ETN, and Laporta for who would you be giving up?
Kenneth Walker, Mike Evans, and Logan Thomas.
K9, Evans, Logan, ETN, Amari, Laporta. I'd take the ETN, Amari, Laporta side. But doesn't mean I don't love K9 still. Doesn't mean I don't love Evans still. But I like ETN more than K9. I honestly don't love Amari Cooper right now without Watson. I think he's okay. He's not somebody I run from. I'd probably try and package him in a different deal immediately. But Laporta is so strong over Logan Thomas. Not that Logan Thomas is trash, but I think you could could argue that K9 and Evans equal Laporta and ETN alone. So like you know, if you turn Amari into anything significant, even if it's, you know, you take 2 players, Amari being one of them for 1 player, boom. Quarterback upgrade slightly, boom.
I got Sharp, but I also got for my I got Hurts as my quarterback, and then my other running backs I got Brees, Kamara, and Aaron Jones and Sharp, and then my receivers I got Hurts, Diggs, and DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
With Evans.
All right, bro. I appreciate you, D-Money. D-Money, call in tomorrow when I'm not drafting because I can't really concentrate on the big stuff. Appreciate you, man.
All right, I got you.
All right. Travis, any final thoughts? And I got to dig into these super chats.
Yeah, just a couple quick ones. First, are you leading Kyler or Howell this week?
Howell or Kyler? I mean, Howell's like top 5. It's crazy. I looked at the stats today, and
I was thinking about riding with him.
I mean,
he's going against the Giants. He wasn't great against them a couple weeks ago, but he's been playing so well.
Yeah, how do you go against a guy that's in the top 5?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I was
what are you
figuring.
gonna do?
And then the only other thing I was going to ask was I have Hurts in a couple of leagues, and I mean I'm not worried about him, but he's got this little knee injury thing. And if you were going to trade off of Hurts, like if you were going to get a significant piece back with it, how low down the quarterback line would you be willing to go, or is he just such an advantage? It's not worth not having one of those top 5 quarterbacks.
Well, I mean, you've heard me say to everybody, go after Josh Allen, go after Mahomes, go after Hurts. He's still one of my main 3 targets for anybody that doesn't have one of them. Like, hey, can you give up 2 for 1 and upgrade your quarterback? So, is there risk? Yeah, but I don't know. Sometimes, and I'm not saying he doesn't have like real injuries, but I'm not trying to say he's like a fabricator or anything. But Hurts does love the attention of, oh, we didn't know, you're injured. Like he's also very, very, he's very, I don't know. Sometimes these players, I think they're all playing hurt. They're all playing hurt. I just think like he's fine. Like to me, he's fine. He's not sitting out.
They like the acknowledgement.
He loves being doubted. And when you find out he's injured and he's been holding it back, it's like it becomes a huge story because he's like Hurts is so humble about it. He doesn't even complain, and he does. I mean, he's the kind of guy you like. Hurts, you just won the lottery. Okay, Hurts, your car just got stolen.
Yeah.
Okay, like he's just nothing. That's just his demeanor. Are you injured? I'm injured.
Just real quick, would you do Walker and Hawkinson for McCaffrey, or is that giving up too much?
No, I do that.
Okay, I figured. All right, cool.
All right, later, Travis. Appreciate you. Later. All right, let me get these super chats out of the way here. This is the final draft anyway. I don't know how I like my team on this one. I feel like I had much better teams. This is pretty good. I don't mind. Actually, this is pretty good. Josh Allen, tough matchup, but Devon Achane, Travis Etienne, CeeDee Lamb, Deebo Samuel, Dalton Schultz. I think they're giving me 0 points for if you draft Devon Achane, they give you they're projecting you to have 0 for him. So, because if you go here and you see the projection, top right corner of his stats is projection 0. So, let's say if we go to Etienne's getting projected for 14.7. So roughly, if my score is 67, so they would give me an 82, 83, I'm sure. So I'd be right at the top team, or 1 point away from being the top team. So I like the squad. It's pretty good. This team here probably would have finished as number 1, or if they gave me points for Achane, he would have been 2. Tua, Kenneth Walker, Hill, Adams, Puka. I like that team. That's good. Those are some good squads. If you guys want to draft next time, Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. Link is in the description and pinned in the live chat. Let's see here. Okay, Ray, let me get these super chats. Ray, appreciate you. Ray says, Flex 1. Hollywood Brown, Deontay, Rashee Rice. Also trade Hall for Kyron. Did I win? I would rather have Kyron right now. And that pains me to say it. It's not that I doubt Brees. His situation's in flux and it's up and down. And Robert Saleh not admitting that he has a quarterback problem or a Nathaniel Hackett problem is a problem. In my opinion, showing some incompetence. Achane to Saturn, absolutely.
To Saturn.
Only 2 players that have officially been anointed Saturn Inductees, Jahmyr Gibbs and Devon Achane, the only Saturn men. And we're going to have a Saturn men list. And they are them. They are them. Achane is him. Gibbs is him. They are them. Arthur Smith is on Planet Uranus for sure. $2 hauler. Appreciate you. Fred, quick question. I've got Lamar or Jared Goff against Chicago. I mean, chat, would you go with Goff due to the matchup, or are you going to just start Lamar? I personally am an advocate of starting my studs, and Lamar is, for as up and down as he can be. He was a stud at the beginning of the year. He definitely has his moments, every season that he plays. But I don't think I could bench Lamar. I know it's a good matchup, but matchups are weird, bro. Sometimes it always backfires, it seems, when you do something like that. Would you trade Walker for DK and Puka? I would definitely take Puka. And bro, I'd take Puka straight up for Walker. And that pains me to say that too. And it's not about talent. It's about schedule and usage and injury and just being careful. But both those players, absolutely. $10 hauler from Sky. Appreciate you dropping a wad on screen here. And this one says 7-3, 12 team PPR 1 flex. Tua, Aaron Jones, Hall, Hill got offered Hawkinson and Kupp for Hill. I'd rather have Kupp and, well, I think I'd lean Kupp and Hawkinson, but that's tough because if you're 7-3, you've already made the playoffs, right? Or you're going to, and you get Goddard back, then I don't like it, So for your team, I'd maybe say no. Javonte 1-for-1 for Kincaid. I'd rather you do that and keep Hill, yeah. Because you're going to have a problem once Goddard's back, right? And I'm not saying Hawkinson won't play over Goddard for you, but then you got the surplus. I would just wait. I would do Kincaid for Javonte. I'd do that. That's a better one. Different offers I have received. Saquon for Devontae, smash. Saquon, Garrett Wilson for Ford and Olave, no. Another trade, Garrett Wilson for Bijan. I do like that. So Saquon for Devonta Smith, or Devonta Adams. That's Devonta Smith. I thought it was Devontae Adams. I'm sorry. I still probably take Devonta Smith over Saquon. You can disagree if you want. Anybody in the chat, and more than welcome to post that if you want. I don't mind. And then I take Bijan. That way you're getting a running back, you're getting a wide receiver. You're essentially trading Saquon and Garrett Wilson for Bijan and Devonta Smith. And I like the Bijan Devonta Smith side. And I'm treating that as almost like a one trade, and you're doing it simultaneously, right? Sam with the $5 hauler, 8-2. Traded K9, Evans, Addison for Pollard and Kupp. Smash. Got him.
Got him.
I like that, bro. It's a good trade. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate all my super chatters. Thank you all for super chatting. Red Boy, Juicebox, Case, Whale with the Lockett Hollywood super chat. Joseph, appreciate you. Michael, Case again, Brandon, Matt, Zach, Bandy, Jason Ray, Fred, Zach C, Michael, Chris, Fred S, Michael Vaughn again, Sky, Casillo, my boys Casillo, Ray, Ray G, and Sam Dunn. You guys all rock. In a closing note, I'd say don't trade JJ to trade him. Don't panic on JJ. If you're making the playoffs, you keep JJ. If you're making the playoffs and you don't have JJ, you're trading for JJ. This is not a show to degrade or downgrade or tear apart or predict bust out of JJ. It's merely a conversation, a smart conversation about if you are a team that needs to trade JJ if you own him. Because this could go two ways. Tomorrow it could go great, or maybe we don't hear much tomorrow and then we hear something on Friday. But tomorrow could go great, Friday could go great, Saturday could go great, and he starts, and he does fairly well, 14, 15 points. Then the next week he has a really good week. Then he goes on a bye and comes back even healthier, and he's 100%. He goes nuts, and you're fine. But if you are a team that can't take one L, and you're waiting and hoping that everything's good the next 2 games, and he doesn't sit out through the bye week, which is, I would call it like a 35-40% chance. That's not over 50. So the odds of him either playing this week or playing next week and not sitting out next week are probably over 50%. I imagine right now that could change tomorrow morning. It could go 100% he's sitting, you know. But if you can't take that gamble, you got to get on the ringer, the horn, the tweeter, the Snapchat, and start sending out some offers, my guy. And trying to get Hill, trying to get Adams and something, trying to get Diggs and something, Jamar Chase, maybe Diggs or Chase straight up, and just kind of, you know, lay off some of the risk. If you need a win, if you can't take an L, what are you going to do? Wait until news is bad and then you can't get rid of him? So, and no one's saying get rid of him like anybody should be trading him if you're winning. If you are a team that has a playoff seed locked and loaded, you're the perfect team to keep this man, and you're probably rooting for him to sit another week because you're locked into the playoffs and you want him as healthy as can be. Different vantage points mean everything when it comes to a topic like this, and nobody's talking about the 2 sides of this coin, and there are 2 sides of it: good and bad, bad and good, good and good, bad and bad. There's multiple sides, mix and match. The options for this thing to go in different directions is endless. Appreciate you all. I will see you all tomorrow. Appreciate you. Nicholas says, God, you're annoying. I love your content. Okay. God, this is the most underhanded compliment I could. Let's read this. Nicholas, God, you're annoying. I love your content, but I got to spend $10 for you to look at my question. Hopeless situation. I don't even know how to give you money. Or I would. Nicholas, I don't know if you've checked out the chat, but we've had over 1,000 messages in the amount of time we've been on. I can't help that the channel is growing. I can't help that there are literally 1,000 messages, over 1,000 messages that have trickled through. And you expect me to what, Nicholas? To sit here and read every single question? It's impossible, Nicholas. I can barely keep up with the super chats while I'm drafting with you, Nicholas. While I'm presenting you with the breaking news show about JJ, talking about the options to help anybody, maybe you, Nicholas, that owns JJ. What do you want me to do? Like, think about it logically. How annoying I am. You love my content. I'm giving you content here. I'm graveyard shifting this when I just got off a live stream about 2 hours ago, two and a half hours ago. I'm out here busting my rear end here, and you're riding me about being annoying because I can't read 1,000 messages while I'm drafting, while I'm breaking news, while I'm producing. I don't really know how to help you, Nicholas. Who's answering phone calls, Nicholas? I've got a phone line you could have dialed into. Who's answering phone calls, Nicholas, while they're drafting? While they're doing all this? Whoa, $5 stop. What do you mean stop? What do you mean stop? So you can say something to me and I don't respond. You just want me to stop and not respond. Nicholas, I'm just merely telling you why I don't see every message. How is that annoying? How am I annoying you when I can't read everything? You don't even know how hard it is to navigate a live stream like this, let alone do everything, including answering phone calls, producing every single thing I'm doing. You want me to stop? If I have Gibbs and Jacobs, do I potentially sit Hall until they get better QB play? Yeah. For now, I mean, you got to start Jacobs and Gibbs racing, boy. They're just the better option. Big bro, I got. What's he say? Nicholas say, I got the best worst problem ever. I'm looking at Tank and Devontae for wide receiver 2. Also Swift, Achane, Brees, Gibbs. Who do I start? So now I'm not as annoying, Nicholas. Now I'm big bro. Oh, Nicholas. I got the best worst problem ever. I'm looking at Tank and Devontae for wide receiver 2. How is this? You're going Devontae Adams. I mean, I love Tank. And Swift, Achane, Brees, Gibbs. Who do you start? I mean, Achane and probably Gibbs, but maybe make a trade, Nicholas. Make a trade. Make some trades. Figure it out so you don't have to have that dilemma every single time. Nicholas, God! Where's my... God! You know what's more... Never mind. All right, I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. Try to read some of these. I read the super chats. I read the chat as much as I can. That's why I saw your message to begin with. But I'm reading it right now too. Oh man, I don't know what's more annoying. Your show. Hey, big bro, can you help me? Nicholas, it's just funny, bro. Smitty, why didn't you answer my question? Says Matt. Matt, I'm definitely not answering your question. I feel like you're one of the most negative people in the chat half the time, if I remember correctly. Let me just do a quick search on what you've been saying. That's your first thing you've said today. We're lucky. I feel like Matt. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. I think one of my mods helped me out. I think you have you been negative, Noah, lately? I feel like you have been. Maybe I'm wrong. That's unbelievable. Thank you, my good man. Been on your stream for 3 years, ever since you went big time. I can't get a question in. You're sure changing your tune a little bit, though, Nicholas. I don't think you expected me to read your question, is what I truly think, Nicholas. I don't think you expected that I was going to see it. And once I called you out on it, now I'm your big bro and your big man. Which I appreciate. And if you know me at all, if you've been watching me for 3 years, I got thick skin. I ain't mad at you. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I merely am passionate. And when someone calls me out as being annoying, and you said it the way you said it, bro, the way you said it was so, like, outrageous to me. It's like, I love your content, but you're so annoying. You're not like, hey, Smitty, this sucks that you're getting bigger and you can't read every single one of the 1,200 now messages that have rolled through the live stream in an hour and a half. Really, you need to get somebody to sit right next to you and read everything. That's all I'm saying, Nicholas. Okay. Anyway, Nicholas, I as much as you don't appreciate me in some ways, I appreciate you not appreciating me, and we're even. So it's all good. Anyways, Nicholas, hope you didn't see it. I feel like Matt, you do complain a lot, Matt. If I remember correctly, you complain a lot. I think I've got it right. I don't know. Someone in my league dropped Achane for Singletary. That's disgusting, Sammy. Go pick him up. Do it live. Full load drop. All right. I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. Hit that like button on your way out the door, including you, Nicholas. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out. You can call in. You can call in, Nicholas, real quick if you want. Call in real quick and we'll hear you tuck your tail between your legs and apologize, and we'll move on. Like everyone does when they. I quite literally value your opinion, says Nicholas. I base my starters on you, and I sit and ask and nada. First time being negative, you run with it. I will call. We'll discuss when you dial in, Nicholas. We'll discuss in a second. I'll wait for you to dial. And we're not going to do this dance for very long. 650 caller, who's this and where are you calling from?
What up, Schmitty? It's Nick.
What's up, Nick?
Listen, man. My team is. I've lost 2 weeks in a row.
You're just gonna start with that? You're gonna jump straight to that?
I'm gonna jump straight to that.
You're just gonna ignore the elephant in the room? You're gonna ignore the elephant?
Let me just read you off my starters real quick. I got Tua, Swift, Hall, Hill, Dell, Andrews, Adams, Butker, Chiefs. Then on the bench I got Gibbs.
Hold on.
Warren, Judy, Najee Rice. I'm in a pickle here. I don't know what to do as far as my flex. So that's all I'm wondering, Mr. Schmitty.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't write any of that down yet because I'm still wondering that we're just going to ignore the elephant in the room here.
What is that?
Just what do you think I'm doing here? What do you think I'm doing on my live stream that hold on, listen.
Stream like it's my life.
Nicholas, okay. But if you watch the stream, you know how much I have going on. It's amazing to me that you think I have the ability to read look at the chat, how quickly the chat goes. It's amazing to me that you think I have the ability to read off super chats, answer phone calls, draft a team, and respond to every single person's question when there's close to 1,500, messages within an hour and 20-minute period.
Okay. No, I understand. 100%.
Okay.
All it is when I first started watching you, I could easily just put a comment in.
Things change.
Answer the question.
Things change, bro.
Now, it's like if I don't spend $15, I can't get an answer.
Well, look,
you
can't get a free meal at a very nice steakhouse. Maybe at the beginning there's samples when you're walking by the restaurant on little toothpicks. And I can't help that we're growing. We're producing a great product, I think, or I am. This is a one-man band. I say we, but I feel like all of you are involved, and this is a great product. It's going to, as we grow, have some sort of negative, give and takes. And one of the gives is that I can't answer every single person's chat. And the positives are that we get this show bigger, better, stronger. And I think that's what we've been doing every step of the way. I think this the show's production value
I'm with you
goes
100%.
up.
I got one question. Achane, Swift, Gibbs, or Brees Hall?
Achane, hold on. Achane, Swift, Gibbs,
Hall.
Okay.
I need 2 starters and a flex. And if I'm not starting Tank Dell this week, he's in there too as a flex option.
The answer is Achane. If he's playing, you're starting him. Gibbs, you're starting him. And if it's me, this is a coin toss, close type of situation. It's tough. I mean, Hall's got a tough matchup. Like Swift, let me pull up the schedule here and just look at who's at home and away, because sometimes that escapes my mind.
This is literally like the best, like I said in the chat there, the best, worst situation I've had in fantasy football in a long time. I got a bunch of top 10 running backs, excellent wide receivers. I got Tyree,
Great job.
Devontae. Yeah, no, I mean, and it's all because of you. That's what I'm saying. I appreciate you.
I didn't feel as appreciated at that moment in time when I was annoying the hell out of you, but it's okay. Let's move on
for 3
from
months trying to get a question
well,
answered.
but what again? Open your eyes, bro. That's all I'm saying. Open your eyes. Look at what I've got going on.
I get it.
Okay. You get it now. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Look, Swift. That matchup is nice. I love the Monday night game, the spotlight. KC's a tough D, though. They're playing really, really good.
And they're coming off a bye, too. That's the other thing. Yeah, I feel like it's I've seen somebody talk about today, the weakest part of that Kansas City defense is the middle of it.
Here,
DeAndre Swift loves running up in there.
Here's my answer. Tank Dell is probably your safest play. I think Swift is the higher risk, higher reward. Only high risk because he's plateauing a little bit. Feels like he's potentially, and he could break through what I consider to be an equivalent rookie wall for him. Even though he's not a rookie, this is his first big go, getting a full workload. So he's kind of breaking down like a rookie does when a rookie hits a rookie wall. So I kind of feel like, we don't know when he breaks through that or if he does. He either will get hurt trying to break through the rookie wall that is not really a rookie wall, or he breaks through and we just don't know when, and you got to speculate. Draven, I'm trying to add you. For some reason, it won't add you, so call in a second, Draven, and I'll answer your call in a second. Draven seemed to be unretired from fantasy. He's dialing in right now. I would say Dell's your safest play over Swift. Swift's higher risk, higher reward. Chat, can we get a I know it's annoying, but chat, can you please take the time out of your day and vote for this man's dilemma, Swift or Dell? Gotta run, Nicholas. I don't mean to be annoying.
Yeah, hey,
God.
My last words. Please understand, you are not annoying. The fact that I've been just trying to ask you a question and you can't get an answer, that's what's been annoying. I love your content.
Hold on, Nicholas.
I continue to watch.
Hold on, Nicholas.
I appreciate you.
Hold on, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Let's see something. Hold on. You say that. Let me find it. Say it again. I'm not annoying, but say what you said.
You are not annoying.
I'm not annoying.
The fact I've been trying to ask you questions for the last couple months and not getting an answer, that's what's been annoying. I will continue to watch. I appreciate you.
As long as you weren't meaning that I was annoying. Just
definitely not. I meant, I guess what
you couldn't
I meant
have possibly
was the situation.
meant. You couldn't have possibly meant I was annoying. You're just saying it's annoying.
No, man.
Gotcha.
I sit here at
makes sense.
1 o'clock in the morning where I live.
Makes sense.
And I just listen to you talk.
Yeah. Hey, look,
So,
this is like
thank you.
You spilled milk at the table on Thanksgiving, and we move on. Okay. There's no hard
Correct.
feelings here. I'll be completely honest with you, Nicholas. You could probably call in or chat in a day or from now, and I'll forget all about this. There's too many things going by,
Right.
so I wouldn't even sweat it.
Sure.
All right, later, Nicholas. Appreciate you.
Chat won't forget me, but I love you.
No,
Thank
they
you.
won't.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Later. Oh boy. Draven, call back in, please. Draven reportedly retired. Somebody makes a short on this. We might be a little YouTube short on this. It definitely could happen. We're waiting for Draven to call in. Draven reportedly retired. In one of my comments, he said, "I'm done with fantasy football. See you all next year. I quit," and just abandoned the channel. And he literally did, because for I don't know, a couple days we haven't heard from him. Draven, did you unretire?
Okay, so I was just so upset about my fantasy team, but I think I'm back now. What I did was every time I play somebody, I get destroyed all these scrubs, right? So I just traded all my amazing players for those scrub players, and hopefully I'm going to win now.
Great
you do
plan.
not want to know the trade they made.
I do want to know. I do want to know the trade you made.
Okay,
Don't worry,
okay.
it's just you and I.
But,
No one can hear.
Okay, I'll let you know. Let me go to. And second,
You're live.
I've been wondering about this. Like, I don't have Instagram, and you always post like the hot dog, and I'm a big guy. I like to eat. I would like to see the hot dog that you get. But when I downloaded Instagram, I tried to go to it and I couldn't find it. Can you post this on like your X or something? Because I'm really curious to see what kind of hot dogs you have in Phoenix.
It would make your day if I showed you the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. I would love to see the dog.
Let's do it live. Okay, here we go. Draven, I'm going to put it on the screen right now. Can you see right now the YouTube?
Yeah, it's kind of like delayed, but I'm watching it. Let's see it.
All right, here we go, Draven. This is for you, pal. This is the dog.
I've been waiting on this for like. I've been trying to see this for a couple of days.
Your dream come true right here. Avocado, Parmesan cheese, avocado sauce as well, and a whole bunch of ketchup on a bacon wrapped dog. Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays on my street corner, about 50 feet away from my house. I just walk down to it. It's sitting there on the street corner. Guy pulls up, has a whole spread, straight right there. There's the dog.
Bro, that looks good. How much is that thing? That has to be like $12.
$5.
No way.
$5 a piece. As much toppings as you want. Draven, tell me your trade real quick before we leave. I showed you my dog. Now you gotta show me your trade.
Bro, I don't want to. Okay, please take it easy on me, Smitty. Okay, because I'm 2-8. I had to make moves. Okay, those 2 trades I did. Should I? Okay, I'll just tell you my trades, and then I'll tell you my team. All right, I had Kenneth Walker and Godwin. Okay, I traded that for Dante Foreman and Tank Dell.
Okay.
Bro, okay.
All right.
And then do you want to hear the other one? The other one, you're going to be so mad, dude.
God. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So annoyed.
I'm 2-8, man, and I kept losing, and I was so mad. Okay. Alvin Kamara. I don't even want to say it.
Alvin? Avin or Alvin?
Yeah.
Kamara? Okay.
Alvin.
Okay, Kamara?
T. Higgins. Sam Laporta.
Okay, so first of all, before you finish this, you're literally giggling at how bad your trade is. You're literally giggling at how bad your trade is right now. Go ahead. I'm cringing. I'm gonna throw up on my mouth, aren't I?
I got Michael Pittman and James Cook from that.
So you got Pittman and James Cook?
Yeah, Smitty, I'm telling you, man, I had to make moves.
Finish him. Call terminated.
Oh, no. Can I tell you my team? Maybe you can help me.
This is like the guy this is like the guy when the guy he takes the whip and penance, just smacks and just whips his own back. Like this is what you're doing, Draven, with your life right now. You can't just be pissed off at your players and send them packing. Trade Alvin Kamara away as if he's a nothing burger. So let's see.
I walked through labels, bro. My team's actually a lot better than it was gonna be.
I don't know.
Okay.
So you got Foreman and Dell. Let's write down the whole trade. Foreman.
Okay.
Dell, Cook, Pittman.
Yeah. That's it.
Kamara. I'm not laughing. Kamara, Higgins, Laporta, and what was the first trade? Walker.
Ian Godwin.
Oh my god.
I was 2-8, Smitty.
So now you're gonna be
2-8.
Now you're gonna be 2-85. They might even take an L. You might go from 2-8 to 1-8 next week. What are you doing, bro?
Smitty, dude, I can't, bro. I mean, this is a money league. There's a lot of money on the line. I was the last pick in the draft.
Hey, Draven, you ever heard of Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty? You can start over your fantasy season at any moment in time using code Smitty. Links pinned in the live chat. Links in the description. Code Smitty does effectively the same thing. At any moment in time, Draven, you can just play Underdog and start over instead of dismantling your squad. If I'm in your league, I'm pissed off because you gave up Walker, Kamara, Laporta, and you didn't even get starters back, Draven.
Can I tell you my team, Smitty, please?
I got your team. This is the rest of your team right here. Pittman, Cook, Foreman, Dell. Those are your starters.
I picked up James Conner. I picked up Singletary. I got Cooper Kupp. I picked up Rice from the Chiefs. I have Kincaid. I'm making a comeback. I got Hollywood Brown. I got JT. Tell me I can't win, dude.
You can't win.
Like, I tried I can't win. Can I?
No. All right, Draven, I appreciate you.
My Smitty, man, bro.
Yeah, I still appreciate you, but my homework assignment for you in 2024 is to play in 3 leagues. Okay, listen to the words coming out of my mouth. I promise you, it'll help you be way more satisfied with your fantasy football seasons. Play in 3 leagues. Don't play in 10. Play in 3 leagues and diversify all 3 of them. Don't have them have the same players. Diversify, and you will be a much happier person. You won't be dismantling one team. You're going to wake up in a panic and scream Kamara's name and realize what you did. I mean, this is just a travesty. This is a travesty. What has been expressed tonight on my YouTube show. The profanity from that's going to emerge from this. People screaming at home right now. How many negative comments this stream is going to get from people saying, my kids were watching. My kids were watching when that despicable display on the marker board was shown.
It's tough, Smitty. But why was I 2-8? You know, like, they wasn't doing it for me, dude.
Okay. Well.
Okay, tell me about 2024. Tell me when I can do, what do you do on the off season when there's no, football and
Just
stuff?
watch. It's better, stronger, more live streams. More. I'm live more in the off season than I am the in season, potentially. So just get ready for it, Draven. You're not going to believe it, okay? January 1, the whole new year starts. We're talking free agency, breaking news shows, live streams constantly, emergency live streams all the time. All right, hey, I got to go, Draven. I threw up on my mouth earlier. I got to get something to drink looking at that squad. I'll see you later, bro.
Have a good night.
Well, we got to hang up on you properly. Hold on. Oh. Hey, Draven. Remember Roy's room? We got to change Roy's room to Draven's room. Let me see if I can find Roy's room. Where is that? I hear the music. I just don't know if I have Roy's room queued up anymore. Draven, when you wake up, it wasn't a dream. You sharted all over your team. You traded Alvin Kamara for a bag of peanuts. You traded Walker away for less than one of Smitty's avocado hot dogs. You made a travesty of your team. And when you wake up, young man, it will not be a dream. Ninja, you're live. You're the last caller of the night. What can I do for you?
What is good, yo?
What's
so,
up?
what are your thoughts on trading K9 and Charbonnet for Devontae Adams? And would you go with the Vikings or Steelers defense?
K9 and Sharbs for Devontae Adams?
Yes.
Yes, so I take Adams. And then what was the second question?
Would you go with the Vikings or the Steelers defense this week?
Vikings or Steelers? Steelers. As much as I think that the Cleveland defense could do potentially well as well, I think you got, Watson's out. This is potentially going to be a disaster unfolding. And Pittsburgh's got a good D, and they win with their defense. And this could be one of those games where Pittsburgh, they win again by 3 points. Can't score, but defense, they win close games. Tomlin doesn't like to win more than by 3 or 2 or 1 point. So it's gonna be a good little defensive battle. I don't think. Russell Wilson's playing well, better, and Sean Payton's coaching well. Javonte's running well. I think to bet against Russell Wilson right now isn't a great idea, and I don't mean that in terms of betting against him he'll be a monster fantasy wise. I mean betting against him in this context. Give me Pittsburgh.
Perfect.
All right, bro. Ninja to the moon. Psst. Draven. Travis, let me know that your team is on the floor. That little poop ball, that's your team. Right next to your kite. Right next to the train. Draven to the moon. For anybody that hasn't been here during the offseason, and this is not a knock on my in-season content or my desire for the in-season content or my desire to be here right now with you. This is just straight honesty and enjoyment for what is, my favorite time of the year. I love January 1. January 1 is my favorite time of the year going into the new season, and I love January 1 through about September 1 or middle of August. It's my favorite time of year. That's where all the different landmarks of the season happen. Free agency, trading, NFL draft prep, NFL post-draft prep, evaluations, rankings. Just amazing offseason content. A lot of breaking news live streams. Trades happen. Injuries unfortunately happen, but that opens the door to other younger players that we like, and so those can be good and bad at the same time when we do a breaking news injury update. Absolutely love. Can't wait for the offseason. Smitty's going to get you right. I'm definitely. And Draven, the fact that you now, I don't even know who Roy is anymore. I forget why Roy, I think Roy came in hating and we made Roy's room, and he's never returned. So, Draven, you officially are now the owner of Draven's room. It's not Roy's room. It's now Draven's room moving forward. So, congratulations on that. You did win something tonight. You now are the focal feature point of Draven's room. And if you don't show up, then we're going to replace you and give your room to somebody else. So now you're obligated to come here. Not every day. I understand you might have, trades to make. You got some hot trades on the press. You might be sleeping off one of the bad trades like a hangover. We get it. You can't be here every day. But if you go missing for weeks at a time, we're going to give your room away to someone else. Draven's Haven. Hold on, we got to do something. forget to eat the hot dog before it goes bad. Appreciate you. All right, I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for the super chats. Oh, we got 3 super chats here. I'm so sorry, guys. Racing Boy, $5 hauler, 5-5. Have a really good team. Just half the most points against in my league. Just ride out IG. Racing Boy, appreciate you. I hate when you have most points against and your team's fired, bro. Traded my Monty, Aaron Jones, Waddle for Cooper Kupp. That's a lot to pay though, bro. Grant, I would probably say like that owner made out as well, if not a little more than you did, but if you've got the depth to do it, it makes sense too. You know what I mean? Like if you're struggling to start these guys and you have depth, that could mean a lot. The context matters. You got the best player in the deal for sure, but if Aaron Jones continues to get better and pop off, if Monty plays, well, Waddle could be hurt or you could play great. It's tough to know. I think you both could make out on that trade depending on your depth, but you definitely paid the piper. Traded Gibbs for Achane. I have Breece Hall, Walker, Mitchell. I love both these guys, and I take Achane probably, but it would not shock me, nor would I just hit the button without thinking. I'd be like, dang it, I don't want to trade Gibbs, but I do value Achane a little higher. But I love both of them. It sucks that you can't just trade one of the other players for him, but hey. Achane to the moon. Achane season's here. We got to have an animation for Achane. It's long overdue. That's my fault. We need an animation for Bijan to come off the FedEx truck, and then we need the animation for Achane. Draven with a $2 hauler to the moon. Draven, appreciate you. 2024 season. We coming strong. Help me win, Smitty. We'll do it, Draven. We'll do it live. All right, I'll see you all. Smitty don't know shorts. IG, I guess. It's not that I do shorts. I don't do a lot of shorts on here. The shorts audience is different than the long form audience. And I know a lot of people think Smitty doesn't do. It's not that I don't like doing shorts. I do IG. Yeah, I do a lot of IG. Oh, you're talking about. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, bro. I'm so behind on reading that super chat. You're talking about the clip of the earlier call. I think that's what you're talking about. And it's been so far since that happened that I just forgot what you were referencing. Yeah, IG. I'm sorry, bro. Now I know what you're saying. That's on me. Yeah, we'll clip a couple of these. I don't know if we'll clip Draven's. Make Draven's dreams come true. $5 hauler from Ramos, 8-2, Moon Team, Herbert, Achane, ETI. Sounds like an infection, but I think you mean ETN. Breece, JJ, Olave, Devonta Smith, Tank Dell, McBridge, a.k.a. McBride, Gabe Davis, or Rice in the flex. Probably, it's a tough matchup for Buffalo. I do think Gabe Davis could have a pretty good day. Give me Rashee Rice, man. I think he's great targets per route run, and I think they start giving him more work. Team looks really good. Love the team. I think I let that team ride. That's a good team, bro. Draven, appreciate your super chat. Draven to the moon. Ramos to the moon. All right, now I'm out of here. 2-hour live stream in the books. Close to 1,500 total chat messages come through. I know that Nicholas won't believe that, but it's hard to read them all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Appreciate every single one of you. See you tomorrow. Live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. So see you for that tomorrow. But most likely you're going to get at least one video tomorrow, whether it be a live stream, breaking news live stream, or other. Chris from Vegas, can you put your half stash pick of Draven up? I don't know if no offense, Draven, don't get mad, but I might have trashed it. I don't know if I have it anymore, bro. Here it is. There it is. Appreciate you, Chris from Vegas. You're the man. Draven, go get that glizzy, Smitty. Thank you, Draven. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the thumb up button on the way out the door. Appreciate you all. We only have 99 thumbs up. This entire show, everything, all the laughter, all the fun, all the amazing conversation and drafts. We got 99 thumbs up. 134 of you. Punch it, at least those that are still here. Appreciate you all. I'll take that off there. I don't want to put that there. There we go. Draven, there we go. Now in your room, you got a picture of me on your wall.